Ayurved Mahavidyalaya, Vijaypur. Okay, so I'm working here as an associate professor and head of the department. Okay, and I have completed my post graduation from STM College of Ayurveda, Hassan, Karnataka. Okay, and UG from the same college. Okay, where now presently I'm working here. Okay, so we'll move to the topic. Uh, So to introduce refractive errors. Okay, so as all of you know, there are three types of refractive errors. Okay, myopia, hypermetropia, and astigmatism. Okay, so one more is the presbyopia. Okay, so we can't call it as a refractive error. Okay, so it is a physiological change. Okay, occurring according to the age. Okay, age of the person. But these three are the first three are the refractive errors. Okay, or the errors of refraction. Okay. So all of you know, we compare or we correlate these refractive errors according to Ayurveda as a Timira. Okay, as a Timira. So again, there is a vast elaboration on this Timira. Okay, so Patalagata Timira as well there. Okay, so on. Okay, Timira, Kacha, and Linganasha. If it is not written properly, so it turns to Timira, Kacha, and Linganasha. Okay, and as all of you know, it is a Vataja Nanatmaja Vyadhi. Okay, Timira. Okay, and all the refractive errors are having the clinical features of this Timira only in one or other way. Okay. So as I told, it is a progressive condition which can lead to Kacha and further Linganasha. Okay. So Linganasha, nothing but loss of vision or complete blindness will be there. Okay. So these two occurs if this Timira is not treated properly in time. Okay, Kacha and Linganasha. Okay. So next, refractive errors, as all of you know, symptomatically manageable condition. Okay, so it is a symptomatically manageable condition. So specialists simply prescribe glasses or spectacles. Okay, or even there are a few surgeries also, okay, like LASIK and all. Okay, and it will never improve the vision to the normal. Okay, so how the normal individual will see or will visualize, it will not be like this in this condition. Okay? And refractive supports what I told, the spectacles and all, glasses and all. So these cannot be called as medicines also. Okay, so these are the aids. Okay, supportive aids. Okay, and on the other hand, the surgeries, okay, come with their own complication. Okay, so complete cure may be there, or eyesight preservation, okay, are the best method, okay, or the biggest challenge of this era. Okay, so everyone, okay, is there to preserve his eyesight. Okay, so that is the biggest challenge, okay, in the present era. Okay, and if you go through the incidence, okay, prevalence of this visual impairment, okay, if you take globally, uh, so it is inclusive of blindness also. Okay, so if you go through this, you will have 42%. Okay, that is a refractive errors. Okay, more almost nearer to 50%. Okay, and other 33%, as all of you know, it is a cataract. Okay, Kafaja Linganasha. Okay, that is the main cause to have the blindness, and few other are very least. Okay, so undetermined again 18%, childhood blindness 1%, diabetic retinopathy is having 1%, trachoma, age-related macular disease, and glaucoma. Okay, so these are all having, but the biggest visual impairment cause, if you see a worldwide population, it is 42%. That is a refractive errors. Okay, so what happens? The person is having refractive error, but he is not aware. Okay, so sometimes in low socioeconomic families, what they will do sometimes, a kid or children is having a visual impairment or a refractive error in one eye. Okay, so he can't make out that he's having a refractive error in one eye. Okay, as the other eye is normal. Okay, so like that, it goes missed. Okay, if both eyes were there, then the child or the kid may tell that he's having a blurring of vision. Okay, so that occurs. So next, a large sample study of 2,500, okay, 2,508 responders conducted to report the prevalence of refractive errors in a rural South Indian population. Okay, and they concluded the adjusted prevalence of emmetropia. Okay, that is a spherical equivalent. We call it as a SC. So minus zero point 0.5 to plus 0.5 diopter sphere, that is DS, and myopia. Okay, that is the spherical equivalent, that is less than minus zero point 0.5 diopter spherical, and in high myopia it is less than minus 5. Okay, so as all of you know, if the person is having minus 6 or more, we call it as a high myopia. Okay, so in this condition they have taken it as a minus 5. Okay, or in a hyperopia if it is greater than 0.5. Okay, 0.5. So in all these conditions, it was 50.6, 26.99, and 3.71 and 18.7 respectively. Okay, so it is a just a study conducted. Okay, so since it has been recognized significant cause of blindness in developing countries, a long-term success in reducing refractive error blindness will require worldwide comprehensive approach and also the attention also. Okay, and all you are aware the words emmetropia. Okay, so it means abnormal. Okay, whereas the other term called as ametropia. Okay, so you might have been heard this ametropia, that is having a refractive error or error of refraction. Okay, so it is defined as a condition wherein the parallel rays of light coming from infinity are focused either in front or behind the light sensitive layer of retina. Okay, so in one or many meridian or in both meridians. Okay,
Excuse
so
me,
again,
sir. Sir, your presentation has been turned off, sir.
pardon,
Sir, your presentation has been turned off, sir.
screen presentation.
Yes, sir. Someone from the audience, he presented
Yeah,
his screen, so your it is turned off, sir.
sure, sure. Wait a moment. It's visible now.
No,
Am I
sir. It is
visible
not.
now?
Sir, the presentation is not being seen, sir.
Yeah, 1 second. Now,
Yes, sir. Now it's okay.
is it visible?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yeah, thank you. Okay,
Okay.
so as all of you know, the ametropia, yes, it is a refractive error defined as a condition wherein the parallel rays of light coming from infinity are either focused in front or behind the light sensitive layer of retina. Okay, in one or both meridians. Okay, and all of you know the ametropia condition. Okay, it includes three conditions as starting only told: myopia, hypermetropia, and astigmatism. Okay, so again, ametropia may be due to one or more of the following conditions. Okay. So again, it may be axial ametropia. Okay. So the axial length of the most ametropic, that is ametropic, normal. Okay. Ametropic eyes is approximately 24 mm. Okay. A larger eye can be ametropic if its optical components were weaker. Okay. And a smaller eye can be ametropic if its optical components are stronger. Okay. The abnormal length of the globe, okay, too long in myopia. Okay. So as all of you know, if the person is having myopia, his eyeball is large in size. Okay, and too short in hypermetropia. If the person is having hypermetropia, his eyeballs are very small. Okay, too short. Okay, and a 1 mm elongation. Okay, so remember, a 1 mm elongation produces approximately 3 diopter of myopia. Means if the eyeball changes to 1 mm in elongation or it becomes bigger in size in 1 mm in diameter, the person may have 3 diopter of myopia. He may require 3 diopters of a glass, okay, a spectacle. Okay. In the same way, if it shortens in 1 mm, then a person requires 3 diopters of hypermetropic glass. Okay, that is the thing. Okay. Then one more, what is that? Is the curvature ametropia. Okay, so abnormal curvature of the refracting surface of the cornea or the lens. Okay, too strong a curvature in myopia and too weak in hypermetropia. Okay, so again they have told a 1 mm change in the radius of curvature of the cornea, it produces six diopters of refractive change. Okay, so just imagine, okay, if a curvature change of 1 mm changes in the cornea, so the person may get -6 glass, okay, or spectacle, okay, power having -6, okay, refractive change, okay. And again, steeper, that is, a more curved corneas may produce myopia, and flat. Okay, flat. If the cornea is flat, the person may have hypermetropia. If it is more curved, then he will have myopia. Okay, so that is called as a curvature. Okay, curvature ametropia or curvatural myopia. Okay, and one more condition, the last one, the index ametropia. Okay, so the abnormal refractive index of the media. Okay, so in index myopia, the refractive index either of the cornea or of the aqueous humor or of the lens, all the transparent structure here. Okay, so you take all the transparent structures if you have the refractive index. Okay, so it is produced by a high index in the nucleus or a low index in the cortex or both. Okay, so it is too high, and that of the vitreous may be too low. Okay, so as in vitrectomy is eye with silicone gel. Okay, you might have been heard the surgery. Okay, vitrectomy. Okay, so they will put a silicone gel. Okay, so again there is, it is too low. Okay, and in index hypermetropia, the opposite conditions are operative. Okay, and the error is high when the lens is absent, as you see in aphakia or in the absence of lens. Okay. So this is called as the index, because there there will be a variation in the refractive index of the transparent structures, okay, like the cornea, aqueous humor, as well as the lens. Okay, so all will be seen here. And if you take a general causes, then the one biggest cause is the hereditary. Okay, so it is all accepted fact that hereditary can precipitate the refractive errors. Okay, so on contrary, we find many children becoming ametropic, even none of their parents or grandparents being ametropic. That is, even also if their parents, father, mother, or grandparents. Okay, so they are normal, but the child may get this condition. Okay, so that is also condition. It may not be hereditary. Okay, and what happens? Grandparents being ametropic, and sometimes children may be ametropic from ametropic parents. If both the parents using spectacles, suppose the chance is that the child will be normal. Okay, he will not get any spectacles. Okay, so this explains involvement of other factors also other than the hereditary. Okay, it's exceptional. Then if you take a mechanical effects, so there is a quite general agreement that ametropia has some connection with the accommodation also. Okay, so the influence of the strain of the various muscles, okay, which are involved doing near work, or not just only the ciliary muscle for accommodation. Okay, so, but also various extraocular muscles which controls the position of the axis of the eye can evoke the process of error of refraction. Okay, so in this context, there is the interesting result that the thickness of the ciliary body, okay, increases with increasing myopia or increasing axial length. Okay, so that can be taken under this mechanical effects. Okay. Then if you take an immune system, a circulating immune complexes, that is CIC, in the serum and the anterior chamber of the eye were measured. Okay, so patients with complicated myopia had a highly elevated the circulating immune complexes, okay, level, indicating autoimmune, okay, indicating autoimmune processes. Okay, so that it is misplaced. It has had indicating autoimmune processes being responsible for biochemical change, okay, in the eye tissue. Okay, it is also concluded in another study that an inhibition of the thymus function, okay, leads to degenerative changes in the sclera and destruction of collagenous fibers. Okay, so according to study conducted, following conclusions were drawn. Okay, the immune response to collagen can serve as a definite indicator of pathological changes in the sclera. Okay, so if you go through this picture, you can have the view of myopia. Okay, the first picture shows the normal eye. Okay, the light rays coming from infinity. If it falls on the retina, light sensitive retina, it is a normal. And in myopia, what happened in short-sightedness or short-sighted eye? So uh, the light coming from infinity will fall or will focus in front of the retina. Okay, so that we call it as myopia. If it falls behind the retina, then it is hypermetropia, and if it falls in many meridians, then we call it as a astigmatism. Okay, so last picture shows the corrected short-sightedness. If you place a concave lens in front of the eye, then again the light will move back, or the light focus will move, or it adjusts on the light sensitive layer retina. Okay. Then coming to the prevalence of myopia. So myopia is the most common ocular disorder worldwide. Okay, the prevalence of myopia in the United States has increased from 25% to 44% between 72 and 2004. And in urban countries or communities in Asia, the prevalence is much greater than 80%. Okay, the prevalence is much lower in underdeveloped areas in the world or country. Okay. And the economic burden of this eye disease is approximately $139 billion in the United States, with nearly $16 billion spent on myopia correction only. Okay. And myopia represents a major risk factor for a number of other ocular pathologies such as cataract, glaucoma, retinal detachment, and myopic maculopathy, okay, which is comparable to the risk associated with hypertension for stroke and also the myocardial infarction. Okay, and the complications associated with axial elongation from myopia are the sixth leading cause of blindness. Okay, so stopping the progression of myopia has a potential to positively affect, okay, the quality of life, also the ocular health. Okay. This rapid increase cannot be explained by a genetics alone. So current animal and human research demonstrates that myopia development is a result of interplay between genetic as well as the environmental factors. Okay. So although the exact cause, exact etiology of myopia is not known, so it appears to have both genetic as well as the environmental components, okay, making prevention and treatment both challenging and individualized. Okay. So based on the structural changes, you can classify it to axial, curvature, positional, index, and accommodative. Okay, so as already told, and based on the degree of myopia, again low, we call it as a simple myopia, medium, and high. High means high myopia if it is more than -6, and it may be a congenital, simple, pathological, or acquired. Okay, and coming to the clinical picture, okay, of this myopia. So if you go through the symptoms, there will be a major symptom is the poor vision for distant and some of the asthenopic symptoms. Okay. So what is asthenopia or asthenopic symptoms? Okay. So it is nothing but it is a combination of three symptoms. Okay. So the person is having mild eye pain, mild headache, and there will be tiredness of the eyes. Okay. So all three togetherly we may call it as a asthenopia or asthenopic symptom. It is more commonly seen in this myopic patients. Okay. So along with that, the other symptoms may include the large and somewhat prominent eyeballs, large sized eyeball, and the anterior chamber is slightly deeper, okay, deep anterior chamber, and pupil somewhat large and a bit sluggish in reaction. Okay, if you throw a light over the pupil, it will not react immediately. Okay, so there will be a sluggish pupillary reactions. Okay, and fundus is normal, and it depends on the type of the again myopia. Okay, so if you see different fundal changes in the pathological myopia, okay, not in all types. And it is believed that myopia is a hereditary anomaly, whereas the others have believed that myopia is environmentally induced. Okay, however, human and animal studies conducted over the last 4 decades suggest that development of myopia is controlled by both environmental and genetic factors. Okay. So, Zalberman et al. Study analyzed the incidence of myopia in two groups. Okay, orthodox Jewish students, finding suggests that reading was the factor that causes this myopia. Okay, so in addition, there are a number of epidemiological studies that show myopia is more common in urban areas, okay, among the professionals, educated patients, computer users, university students, and associated with increased intelligence. Okay, so this is important. And there is an association between near work and myopia, were complemented by the observations that near work and reading are associated with the lag of accommodation. Okay, so that is insufficiently strong accommodative response to near objects, okay, which places the plane of best focus behind the retina, that we call it as a hyperopic defocus. So when the subject performs near work task. Okay, so this observation led to the theory that the optical blur, such as produced by the lag of accommodation, may be the signal that derives excessive eye growth and it causes the myopia. Okay, so this theory is supported by the numerous animal studies also. Okay, so which have found that degradation of visual input using either diffusers or negative lenses causes excessive eye growth. Okay, and myopia in species as diverse as fish, chickens, monkeys, pigs, and mice. Okay, and one more experimental study by Smith et al. Does the eye respond to foveal blur or peripheral blur or equally to both? Okay, so Smith created a series of lenses in which the center was minus and the periphery was plus. Okay, and the lens in which the center was plus and the periphery was minus. Okay, so different types of lenses were tested. Okay, in both cases, the length of the eye changed in response to the peripheral lens power. And for instance, if the if the central lens was plus, the peripheral part of the lens was minus. Okay, the eye was elongated. Okay, so both trial and error were done. Okay, so this is the flowchart showing the pathological myopia. Okay, hypothesis. So major role is of the genetic factor. Okay, and minor role from the general growth process. Okay, so there will be more growth of retina, stretching of sclera, increased axial length of the eyeball. There will be degeneration of choroids, degeneration of vitreous. All these may be taken as the features of pathological myopia. Okay. So this is about the modern aspect. Next, moving to the Ayurvedic part. Okay. So as I told in the first slide only, so this refractive errors, it may be myopia, hypermetropia, or astigmatism. We can compare it with Timira. Okay, the Drishtigata Roga Timira. Okay, so it is taken from a Tim. Okay, Tim Unadi suffix, that is Kiraj. Okay, it is taken from a Shabdakalpa Drum. Okay, so the word Timira, it means Nirukti, a loss of light perception. Okay, or the increase of watery substance in the eye. Okay, it is taken from Siddhanta Kaumudi. Okay, reference. And if we go through the references of this Timira, Charaka has told it as a Nanatmaja Vataja Vyadhi, whereas Chakrapani has told Vata being prominent here. Okay, and Gangadhara, Acharya Gangadhara has told special Netra Roga as a symptom of Vataja and Alpadrishti as a symptom of Vataja Grahani. Okay, so you get all these references. Okay, then moving to the Timira Nidana. Okay, so there are various ecological factors like Ahara, okay, or Vihara, okay, or Manasika, or other systemic diseases or other ocular diseases, and some of the environmental factors, okay, and some of the treatment factors also. Okay, if you go through in detail, Samanya Netra Roga Nidana told according to Charaka. Okay, so Satmendriyartha Samyoga, that may be one, Vega Vinigraha, Diva Swapna, Ati Maituna, and Birudahara. And Harita Samhita told Ushna, Atiksharain, Katu Ahara. Okay, and injury, okay, trauma, and looking at fine object for longer duration. Okay, and Abhigata to Avarta and Apanga Marmas, and loss of vision, both partial or complete. Okay. Then one more Rishi, Ujjapada Muni, okay, in Netra Prakashika. Okay, so he tells excessive or deficit oil bath, okay, working with shaking hands, or drug addiction, or heavyweight lifting. Okay, so looking at more illuminating objects like sun, gem, gold, or hot iron, okay, etc. So eye diseases as a complication of Meha Roga also. Okay, Prameha. Meha means Prameha Roga. Okay. So in this chart, you will have all the Samanya Nidanas, okay, causative factors, okay, which are told according to Shushruta. Okay, Ushnavi Taptasya, Jalapraveshat, Durekshana, Swapna Viparyacha, all those will be included in this chart. Okay, so entering into water just after exposure to heat, excessive looking at distant object, sleeping during daytime or awakening Diva Swapna Nishi Jagarana, excessive weeping, anger or grief, injury to head, excessive use of sour, gruel and vinegar, Kulata and Masha pulses, suppression of natural urges, that is Adarnia vegas, excessive perspiration, smoke or working in a smoke, suppression of or excessive vomiting, okay, then compressing the tears or concentrating on minute objects, okay, Sukshma Nirikshan Anscha, okay, intake of fluids and other foods at night, okay, more intake of alcohol, okay, and change of season, okay, or travel history, travel in the high speed, okay, and Abhishanda, okay. All these are causes told for this Timira also. So specific nidanas among these Samanya nidanas. Okay. So Charaka tells Grahani, if not treated, will result in Timira. Okay, important one. And Nasya Karma done in Jwara. Okay, if the person is having Jwara or fever, if on those patients, if you do Nasya, he may have this Timira. Okay. Timira, Nasya Karma done in Jwarita, Shokita, and Madhya Pita. Okay, one has taken alcohol. Okay. And Lakshana of Sahajarsha. Okay, it may be taken as the Lakshana of Sahajarsha. And Shishita tells complication of Pratishaya, okay, which is Andatva and Netra Roga. Okay. And excessive Raktasrava leads to Timira, according to Shishita. Okay. And in Vela Samhita, you get a reference constipation and Vega Nigraha leads to Timira. Okay. And Vagbata tells a common symptom of Harsha. Okay, Timira is a common symptom of Harsha. Okay, and Bhavamishra tells head exposed to heat, it produces Raktaja and Pittaja Netra Rogas. Okay, and next, moving to some of the Patalagata doshas or Patalagata clinical features or symptoms. Okay, important one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 headings have been shown here. In this presentation, the 4th one is missing. Okay, I will tell that. So Pratama Patalagata symptom. Okay, so there will be a blurred vision. Okay, almost according to all acharyas. Shashruta Bhava Prakasha. Okay, Ashtanga Sangraha, Ashtanga Rudaya, Madhava, Nidana, Yoga Ratnakara, and Vanga. Okay, all. Okay, and as a Dvitiya Patalagata symptom, they have told haziness of vision will be there. Okay, haziness of vision, visualization of false image such as gnats, hairs, web, circle, flag, marriage, and earrings. Okay, all in shloka you can see that. Okay, Masha Jala. Okay, that all will be seen. Okay, they are a false image. Okay, visual hallucinations will be there. Okay, and distant object appear to be near, and the near object appears as a distant. Okay, that will be seen. And visualization of false movements like rain, cloud, and darkness. Okay, though the clouds were not moving, the person visualizes it as moving. Okay, though there is no any rain, the person visualizes that it is raining like that. Okay, and unable to locate the needle, unable to locate the eye of needle. Okay, or the needle head. Okay, he can't thread the needle. Okay, so you get this in Dvitiya Patalagata symptom. Okay, so in last line, Shishrita tells Suchi Pasham na pashyate. Okay, unable to locate the head of the needle, or he can't thread the needle properly. Okay, Suchi Pasham na pashyate. Okay, this is symptom seen in the Dvitiya Patalagata Timira. Okay, and Tritiya Patala, visualization of objects situated above and not below. Okay, so from at the level of eye, all the objects will be visualized which are situated above, not the below. Okay, and object appear as if covered with cloth. Okay, so it is a main symptom told in Tritiya Patalagata Lakshanas. Okay, if dosha enters in Tritiya Patala, all these Lakshanas will be seen. Okay, objects appears as if it is covered in thin cloth or white cloth. Okay, and details like ear or eyes are not visible when looked at any face. Okay, if the person is looking anybody or any person, he may miss some structures. Okay, like if the person is looking any person in front, he may miss his nose or he may miss his ears. Okay, so some parts were missing. Okay, that is the symptom told in Tritiya Patalagata dosha. Dosha is entered in Tritiya Patala, and in this Tritiya Patala only Ragata will occur. That is the coloring of drishti. The lens gets Ragata. Okay, that will be seen. And the 4th point, it is missed in the presentation in this slide. It is there, but it is not visualizing here. That is complete obstruction of vision. Okay, in if doshas enter in Chaturtha Patala, there will be complete loss of vision or complete obstruction of vision. Okay, so these will be seen in all four patalas. Okay, Pratama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, and Chaturtha Patala. Okay, so as I told, Pratama Patalagata Timira. So we may call it as a simple myopia. Okay, so it starts in early childhood. Okay, and it is also called as school myopia, as many of the school-going children will be affected from this condition. Okay, so in this stage, kapha dosha is already in predominant stage. Okay, so in children or in kids or in infants, kapha dosha is predominant. Okay, so when kapha dosha due to favorable conditions starts accumulating in pratama patala, that is tejo jalashrita patala, confined to rasa and rakta dhatu. Okay, due to kapha swabhava stroto avarodha occurs here. Okay, so this is mainly seen in the children, okay, in early childhood. Okay, and if you go through the Samprapti, Chakshusha Nidana Sevana, Mithya Ahara or Mithya Vihara leads to Agni Mandya, Ama, Srota Avaroda or Tridosha Prakopa by Mithya Vihara. Okay? Then Dosha Drusti and Vriddhi and provocation due to continuous Nidana Sevana. Okay? So there will be Sanchaya Prakopa and Agantuja Karana, again Aveva Vikruti, it leads to Srota Avaroda. Okay? Then one more, the Bija Dosha. Okay? So if you go through the Bija Dosha, diffusion of doshas in whole body through Sira and Srotas, and ascent of doshas in Rupa Vahasira towards the Urdhva Jatrugata part, okay, above the clavicle. So there you can see a prasara of doshas, and localization of dosha in Rupa Vahasira towards Urdhva Jatrugata part, that is the Sthana Samshaya, okay. It gets localized, okay, in Rupa Vahasira, okay, which moves towards the eyes, okay. Then there will be dosha, dusya, samurchana. That is dusya rasa here and rasa rakta and mamsa. Okay, and it gets vecta. Okay, that is when it shows the symptoms in patalas. Okay, involvement of first patala, there will be avyakta darshana. Okay, avyaktani rupani cha. Okay, then if the involvement of second patala is there, then vivula darshana. Okay, so as I told in earlier slide, all the symptoms or clinical features. So these will be vector in this stage. Okay. So due to Srotoroda, nourishment to Pratama Patala is restricted. Okay. The vitiated dosha propagate through the Rupava Sira and it gets localized in Pratama Patala. Okay. Thereby vitiated Kapha dosha further vitiates Pitta dosha of Tejo Jalashrita Patala and it will result in Avyakta Rupa Darshan of the object. Okay. So this all takes place. And the Dvitiya Patalagata Timira. Okay, so that you may take it as a pathological myopia. Okay, so the vitiated kapha dosha progresses okay, towards second, that is second patala of the eye, that is the mamsa dhatu. Okay, so this is a milestone in pathogenesis of the disease. Okay, when doshas gets localized, that is sthana samshraya in second patala, that is Mamsa Ashrita Patalam, and Sroto Avaroda reaches at its peak in this level. Okay. So as a result, Vata dosha also gets affected and degeneration process comes in picture. Okay. And due to these changes, the vision gets more blurred. Okay. And patient sees non-existing things like the hair, okay, the spider web or the bees, okay, etc. And sees distant things nearer and near things far away. Okay. So as stored in the chart. Okay. So if doshas are accumulated in upper part of the patala, then perception of distant objects will be difficult. Okay. And one similar etiology is mentioned in modern science is that myopia is caused by a weakening of the ciliary muscle. Okay, that is Mamsa Ashrita Patala. Okay, you can take it as a Mamsa Ashrita Patala, that is a ciliary muscle which controls the eye's lens. Okay, the lens present in the eye is controlled by that ciliary muscle. Okay, so the weak muscle is unable to adjust the lens enough to see far distance. Okay, causing uh, far off things to be blurred. Okay. And this theory states that the muscle's weakness is usually caused by doing lot of near work, okay, like reading books or using computers, okay, or what do you call it, mobile also, okay. So since the eye rarely has to focus on far distances, the muscle is rarely used. Okay, and as a result, it becomes very weak. Okay, and since corrective lenses do the ciliary muscles work for it, proponents of this theory suggest that they make it even weaker. Okay, so increasing the problem. Okay, so instead they recommend variety of eye exercises, okay, that strengthen the eye muscle. Okay, so with this discussion, you may assume that why eye exercise are much beneficial in this refractive errors. Okay, so this is the reason why. Okay, because of the strengthening of the muscles. Okay, so as the muscles gets weakened, to strengthen that, the eye exercises were recommended. Okay, and in Tritiya and Chaturtha Patalagata Timira, you can see the complications of myopia. Okay, that is due to lack of Shodhana or Shamana Chikitsa. When doshas keep on moving forward in this sequence, they get localized in Medha and Ashti Asrita Patala. That is the third and Tritiya and Chaturtha Patala. Okay, and various vision complications appears. For example, multiple vision will be there, or diplopia, okay, double vision, okay, or polyopia, okay, many vision. Okay, so again, it may be unilateral or bilateral. There may be a diplopia from one eye or diplopia from both eyes. Okay, or polyopia. Okay, many vision. Okay, and there will be a distorted image. Okay, so vision gets distorted means if the thing is smaller thing is there, the person may look it as a bigger one, or bigger as a smaller one. Okay, or if the person is looking any straight wall, he may look it as a curved one or zigzag. Okay, or any curved one, he may look at it as a straight. Okay, so here the vision gets distorted or distortion of the vision occurs. Okay, and changes in color of the lens according to dosha predominance, important one. Okay, so how the change of color will be there. So like that, the person will have vision. Okay, if it changes to yellowish, the person will have Pita Varna Drishti. Okay, if it changes to red, then he will have Rakta Varna Drishti, like that. Okay, and these complications can further lead to complete loss of vision. Okay, when dosha gets localized in the Chaturtha Patala, that is the fourth Patala or last Patala. Okay, it leads to many complications. So this is about the Patalagata. Okay, Pratama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, and Chaturtha Patalagata symptoms as well as the dosha movement. Okay, then moving to the management of Timira, okay, the general principle of selection of medicine, etc. Okay, so external procedures of treatment, you may divide it as a medicinal procedure, or if it is can't treatable with medicines, then you go for a surgical procedure. Okay, so again in medicinal procedure, selection of drug, mode of preparation, mode of application, and absorption. Okay, so many things to be seen. Okay, so Ayurvedic management of Timira or myopia, the major approach to chikitsa of this myopia, that is the Pratama and Dvitiya Patalagata Timira, is Vyadhi and Hetu Viparya. Okay, so in the process of the disease at different stages, the three doshas are vitiated variably. Okay, the severity of this dosha Dusti determines the type of treatment to be given. Okay, so you should fix what should be needed. Okay. So in simple myopia, as we have discussed, the Pratama Patalagata Timira, you can correlate it with simple myopia. So what is simple myopia? Just I am telling, uh, suppose if a person is started wearing spectacles today, okay, on this day, that is on 4th of June 2020, he started with minus 0.5. Okay, then again if the person comes for a refraction, okay, after 3 months. Okay, so again if you go through the refraction or if you go through the visual acuity test, it will be same. Okay, so there will no any change in the refractive power. Okay, and suppose if the person comes again after 3 months or again after 1 year, okay, if he comes again after 1 year, if you go through the visual acuity test or if you do the refraction, so there may be minus 2 point, minus 0.25, okay, or zero point 0.5, okay. Least change will be there, okay. So that we call it as a simple myopia, okay. Uh, power of spectacle may be same for 1 year, 2 year, or 3 years, or there may be a slight variation, okay. So it may be moved minus 0.25 or minus 0.5 like that, okay. So a slow increase in spectacle power. It is called as a simple myopia. And if you take it as a pathological myopia, one more type called, so there will be a rapid increase in the spectacle power. Okay, suppose if if other person started using spectacle today, that is on 4th June, again after 3 months, if that person comes again for a refraction or visual acuity test, so you can see a huge increase in number. It may move up to -2 or -3 or -4. Okay, so within a short duration, the power increases rapidly. Okay, that we call it as a pathological myopia. Okay, so this is a difference between simple and pathological. Okay, so pathological, the simple myopia we can correlate it with Prathama Patalagata Timira. Okay, so as in this state there will be a Sotoroda. Okay, so it's the main event leading to further degeneration. Okay, so Shota Shodhana followed by Shamana Chikitsa and Brahmana Chikitsa should be advised in this condition or in this stage. Okay, and coming to internal medicines, it should be of Shamana Swabhava, okay, according to the dominant dosha. Okay, so which dosha is predominant, based on that the drugs should be selected. Okay, so Pratimarsha Nastya can be advised for Shira Shodhana, so it should be given for minimum 7 days. Okay, so medicine use should be of Shodhana Swabhava according to dosha predominance. Okay, for example, Anutaila can be used, Shirabala Taila or Shadbindu Taila. Okay, so this can be done for 7 days. Okay, and coming to some of the external medications, Anjana can be used like Vimalavarti, Nalikera Anjana, Mukalavarti, and Jati Mukalavarti Anjana. Okay, or Astatana can be used, Jivantyadi Grita, Mahatripladi Grita, and Patoladi Grita, etc. And as a Seka, you can use Triphala, ST, Darby, or Kashapa Kashaya. Okay, so this can be used. So these are helpful in clearing the Srotorodham present. Okay. And coming to Murda Taila, so it may be a Pichu or Shirodhara or Shirovasti. So this mainly aims in correcting the functions of Pranavayu. Okay. So according to the severity of cases, procedure should be selected. Okay. So in this, Shirabala Taila can be used either for Pichu or Shirodhara or for Shirobasti. Okay. And Tarpana can be advised. So it is the most potent procedure done. Okay. So it can rectify the functions of Alochaka Pitta and vitiated Vata. Okay. Thereby enhances the Indriya Grahana Shakti. That is Rupa Grahana Shakti will be enhanced. Okay. So in this, medicines used are of Brahmana nature, mainly of yogas, that is Jivantyadi Krita or Gogruta processed with Jatamamsi, Kakoli, Shira Kakoli, Yasri Madhu, Prapondarika, Pipali, Devadar. Okay, so these can be used for Tarpana. And one more, as I told, the one more condition, okay, pathological myopia. Okay, so it may be taken as a Dvitiya Patalagata Timira. Okay, the second patala. Okay, if dosha enters in second patala, it turns to pathological myopia. Okay, so this stage is more prone to Vata dosha drishti. Okay, the basic framework of treatment modalities do not alter from the first stage here. Okay, but the more potent Vata Shamana and Shodhana drug should be given for a longer duration. If doshas enter in Dvitiya patala. The procedures do not alter from stage, but the potency of the drugs used and the duration of the treatment may vary. You can change the drugs as well as the duration of the treatment. Okay. The change of procedure can occur in following modalities. Okay. So you can start with Sneha Pana. Okay. The Sneha used for this must be according to dosha Swabhava, okay, of this stage. So Shodhaniya Sneha should be continued until Samyak Snigdha Lakshanas are observed. Okay? And Grita should be of Shodhana and Brahmana in nature. Okay, you can take Mahatrifla Grita or Patoladi Grita or Drakshadi Grita, or the best used was the Jivantyadi Grita. Okay, so it is stored as just Brahmana. Okay? Then followed by Virechana. Okay, so it is necessary for Kosta Shuddhi. Okay? So Nasya is stored, okay, so that is Marsha Nasya is preferred, okay, because of the high concentration of Kapha dosha, okay, that is a classical Nasya karma should be advised, okay, then followed by Murta Taila, okay, so Pichu is preferred in this stage, so it is more Brahmana and thus can stimulate the functions of Pranavayu, okay. So the main goal is to arrest the degenerative process. Okay, so in this stage, all medication should be of Brahmana quality. Okay, so because to reduce or to restrict or to arrest the degenerative process, you should use all these medications. Okay, then Basti is done. Okay, Basti Karma. So Basti is the best effective treatment for vitiated Vata dosha, as all of you know. So you get a reference in Charaka Siddhi Sthana and Ashtanga Hridaya, a reference of Yapana Basti. Okay, so these are given. So Yapana Bastis are said to be Chakshasha also. Okay, so that these are preferred. So all these Yapana Bastis are prepared by Vata Shamana Dravyas. Okay, Mamsa Rasa, Grita, Taila, and Kshira. Okay, so all of these are Brahmana in nature. Okay, so this should be kept in mind. Okay, all should be Brahmana. And one more, the Raja Yapana Basti. Okay, so mainly useful for Netra Vikaras. Okay, so this is also called as Mustadi Basti. Okay, the synonym is stored for this. Either it may be called as Raja Yapana Basti or Mustadi Basti. Okay, so all these Yapana Basti described in classical texts are Brahmana and Rasayana in nature. Okay, and it stops the further progress of degenerative process. Okay, so it will stop that or it will arrest that condition. Okay. So this is about the line of treatment, what is stored in this Timira, okay, or Patalagata doshas. Okay. Then coming to the last point of discussion, the conclusion. So as different theories are being proposed in etiology of myopia, but they are not holding standard approach, okay, correlating with clinical features of myopia. Okay. So in view of Ayurvedic concept, throwing light on Nidana of myopia, various stages of dosha predominance are approachable. Okay. So according to dosha predominance, when doshas are confined to first patala, okay, so they are sukha sadhya, okay, or kritra sadhya according to desha, kala, bala, ayu of the patient, okay, or rogi, okay. But when doshas are confined to second patala of drishti, they are kritra sadhya or asadhya according to the avastha vishesha. Okay. So only while you were giving assurance to the patient. Okay. So first see which patala dosha is there. Okay. So some patients will come with -10, -7, -6 like that spectacle power, and they will challenge you. Will you come down to the normal, or will my spectacle will go off like that? Okay. So that you won't give assurance to those patients. Okay, so assurance can't be given for those. Okay, so first see which patala dosha are there. Okay, so if doshas were there in pratama patala or the person is having simple myopia, then you can tell that, or it may be treatable, or we can try. Okay, again it depends on desha, kala, bala, and age of the patient. Okay, but when doshas are confined to dvitiya patala, they are said to be kritra sadhya or asadhya according to avastha vishesha. Okay, this should be kept in mind. Okay, so you only assure the patient that the condition can be manageable, or for example, if the person is using -2, okay, spectacle of -2 power in both eyes, you can assure the patient that this can be maintained for longer duration. Okay, so you cannot assure that this -2 will come to 0. Okay, so that is difficult. Okay, as the doshas were there in Dvitiya Patala. Okay, but you can assure that further increase will not be there. Okay, that you can assure. Okay, but please don't assure that if the person is having -2 or -3 spectacle power, it will come to 0. Okay, don't assure that. First assure that will first arrest the degenerative process. Okay, or you will first stop that increase of spectacle power. Okay, so that should be assured. Okay. So attentively concentrating on all these doshas avastha, a patient can always be treated successfully when he or she is approaching in early stage. Okay, so this should be kept in mind. Okay, if it is an early stage, then you can assure the patient that it may be treatable. Okay, or you can treat that condition. Okay, so in Ayurveda, there are definite treatment procedures that can keep the eye healthy in myopics, okay, and can prevent the vision threatening complications. Okay, So this point is also important. So definitely you can treatment are there for these procedures for the eyes to keep the eyes healthy for myopics and can prevent vision threatening complication. Okay, remember you can prevent the further increase of the condition. Not you can not take it back to normal. Okay, so we can only prevent. Okay, so that is sufficient. So in overall view, physiological myopia is having better prognosis as compared to the pathological myopia. As told earlier, as the physiological myopia, okay, due to some physiological changes, okay, so it is having good result compared to the pathological myopia. If any pathology is there, then it is much difficult to treat the condition. Okay, and the potency of dosha is more in pathological type, okay, compared to physiological myopia. Okay, so that is there. And if timely management is done in myopics, the precious vision of the patient can be saved or it can be maintained. Okay, so not leading for further damage. Okay, you can maintain the condition. Okay, so with this, we'll end up with this discussion. The refractive errors, okay, with special reference to myopia or timira. Okay, so based on the condition, okay, if it is a Pratama Patalagata, then you can try for it, or you can give good vision for patient compared to Dvitiya, Tritiya and Chaturtha Patalagata timira. Okay, so there you should advise the condition can be managed. Okay, that if the person is using -2 spectacle, that -2 you can go on elongating. Okay, that can be stopped there only. First, the condition should be stopped. Then you think of bringing down the spectacle power. Okay, that is the main aim of the treatment. Not assure that you will become normal like all other persons. Okay, that is difficult, much difficult. Okay, so with this, we'll conclude. Thank you everyone for patient hearing.